In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to stick to your NoFap streak, stop relapsing and actually get a good streak and quit porn, right? Not get motivation for the first 3 days, then end up relapsing and jacking off 5 times that same day. No more of that. Before I tell you how, why would you listen to me? Well, I quit porn at 19. From the age of 13 to 19, I jacked off every single day like a complete loser. I created the best system on the internet for quitting porn that has helped so many guys already. It will help you, and I'm going to teach you today. So how do you actually get a good streak on NoFap? Stop relapsing after 3-4 days. You get the fuck off NoFap. Stop thinking about the streak. Just get off NoFap. NoFap is stupid and doesn't work, right? The reason you're watching videos like this, the reason 95% of guys never quit porn is because you and they are on NoFap. It doesn't work. Let me explain. The reason NoFap doesn't work is because you've got an addiction to porn. You're on one extreme. You're addicted to porn like me, like I was. When you go on NoFap, you cut it out cold turkey and you go into the other extreme. You can't go from one extreme to the other. It doesn't work like that. Your brain can't comprehend that. It can't keep up with that, right? That's why everyone fails. That's why you get motivated for a few days, then you relapse, because you're jumping in at the deep end when you're still addicted to porn. I realised this early on when I was trying to quit, and my protocol helped me quit within months. It was easy, all right? But that's your first step. Get off NoFap if you're trying to get a high NoFap streak. I'll tell you how to get a streak, but first, what we need to do is control the addiction. So, you get onto my protocol that I came up with that is very effective, called less fap. Simply, less fap is when you fap less this month than you did last month. That's it. You don't go to 0 though. You just make sure the number is less than last month. So if you watch porn 40 times last month, this month, don't go to 0 like a knobhead. Go to 38 times. The next month, go to 35 and just keep going down like that. There's no rush, all right? Because if you try and rush it, if you try and quit porn in 2 weeks, if there was a way to actually do that, I would be telling you now. I would have done it myself, but there's not. Simple as that. So you can moan and cry like a little bitch and give up and go and watch another NoFap video. Or you can take my advice and get on with it. Simple as that. I've quit porn at 19. Less than 1% of the whole planet to ever exist has done that. Okay, have a porn addiction, then quit at 19. So listen to me. Turn your brain off, because your brain is the reason you're addicted to porn. My brain is the reason I've quit. So turn yours off and listen to me. Just get on less fap, because simply, each and every month, you'll be making progress, so you're going to stay motivated, and you still get to watch porn. So you're getting the best of all worlds here, right? Do you understand that? So you can still watch porn, but just make sure it's a bit less than the last month. So you're making progress, and you can still watch it. So you're tapering the addiction down, and you're getting it under control. It's so simple. My methods are so easy to follow. And I can teach you now how to get to a high streak on NoFap after you follow my protocol on less fap, okay? Before I tell you that though, if you do want the full system, the best system on the entire planet, I have no doubt in saying that, on how to quit porn, the one that took a 19-year-old loser to quit, less than 1% of the planet can do that. Link in the description for the full course, the full system on how to quit porn. Plus, I'm going to chuck in a free bonus section on how to speak and attract to girls, which is there if you want it, because that becomes easy when you quit porn. The price for this is dirt cheap. I should be selling it for $500, but I'm not. So lock in now, because I will increase the price very soon. So, you're on less fap, you've controlled the addiction. Do this for a few months. Depending on where you started at, you may be doing this for 3, 6, 12 months, however long it takes, doesn't matter. Just remember you're making progress every month, so don't be a bitch and be like, I want fast progress. Listen, it's your fault that you're addicted. No one else is, so don't blame anyone. You can be sad and upset, but just keep going with it, right? So you're on less fap for 6 to 12 months, all right? You'll get to the point where you're watching porn, once a week, a few times a month. At this point, don't stress. It's fine. You're at a good point. You don't need to worry about porn anymore. You've most likely got the addiction under control. Maybe not gone completely. Maybe the addiction is still like 10%. But a few months ago, it was 95%. Now the addiction is down here, okay? Still slightly there, but it's gone. This is the point where you can go for your NoFap streak. Just think about how much easier it is now. You're not addicted to porn, you're not relying on it, you don't find it that fun. Go for the streak, it's easy. Because at this point, very interesting things happen. You start to find porn boring, and you start cringing at your past self for even watching that shit. You start realizing how dirty it is, and you started getting the benefits of quitting, the confidence, the lowered anxiety, the not giving a fuck what people think, not being self-conscious, actually loving yourself, respecting yourself. Once you get these benefits, you ain't going to go back to a full-time gooner. Trust me, you won't. Okay? And your brain might be saying, well, I don't think that worked for you, but not me. I'm always going to enjoy porn. Turn your brain off, like I said. You're going to find it boring as shit, because it is. You'll find it cringe, and you're going to want to actually get a girl in real life instead of just playing with yourself in the dark to two random people on the internet, right? So at this point, you find porn boring, go for the streak. Go for the 30, 60, 90-day NoFap streak. This is the point, because your addiction is under control, and you can do what you want with it now. I don't keep a track of my streak. I don't know the last time I watched porn, because I never will watch it again. It's boring and weird, so I won't do it. I'm not a loser anymore. And this is the point you need to get to, right? One more tip. When you're trying to get a high NoFap streak, when you've controlled the addiction, which will happen for you if you pay attention and just do what I say, right? You're still going to get porn urges. I get a lot of customers of mine saying, I did what you said, it worked. My addiction got under control. It's very easy. But I still got urges to watch porn, so, I gave up. I'm like, are you a dickhead? Obviously, you're going to get urges to watch porn. I still get them. The monk in the forest, the virgin monk in the forest, he still gets them. Everyone gets urges to watch porn. Why? Because it's a normal human emotion to feel horny, okay? Don't expect the urges to go away. The urges become very weak, and they do become a lot less frequent, but you're still going to get them. So don't be like that dickhead customer who's like, oh, I got an urge, so I'm a failure now, I had to fap. I'm like, what? I don't care if you got an urge, move on. You're still going to get urges, even when your addiction is down here. I still get them. I'll never jack off and give in to it, but I still get them from time to time to watch porn, because it's a normal thing. All it shows is your testosterone is at a good level, and your sex drive is at a good level. So just move on. If you are training a fat guy to lose some weight and he's on a diet, he says, I'm hungry. You wouldn't say, oh, okay, go and eat something. You'd say, I don't care if you're hungry. Don't be a pussy. You're fat. You don't need to eat. Same with you. Don't be a pussy. You don't need to jack off your little dick because you're horny. Just move on. You're not going to die, okay? Stop being so soft. Have this mentality of, all right, I might get an urge, but so what? It shows I've got a healthy testosterone level. I'm not a bitch anymore, so I'm not going to jack off. That's the mentality you need to have. One more mentality you need to have that's going to make this so much easier for you is you need to wage war and get aggressive against these porn companies. You can't go in this journey being like, oh, porn, it's kind of all right. It's kind of fun. You need to be thinking every day, these guys are dickheads. These guys who made porn are disgusting, dirty, evil people, because they knew full well making this porn websites would make so many guys lonely, depressed, and kill themselves. And if one of them were you, they wouldn't give a shit. As long as you're giving them your time, your energy, and your money, as long as they're getting rich and successful, they don't give a shit how many people kill themselves because of porn. They don't. Simple as that. And those are the people you're dealing with. So why are you still profiting their company by watching their gay little videos, right? These people are losers and they're evil. So stop profiting them. Make your own business. That becomes easy when you quit porn because you've got so much energy and motivation. Make your own business that's going to destroy their business, right? You got to be having these thoughts, because in them dark moments when you want to watch porn, remind yourself these evil motherfuckers will not beat you. Wage war against them. Every man should have a war in his life, a purpose, and maybe yours should be waging war against these people, because someone in your life most likely is addicted to porn, really struggling with it, and they're feeling depressed because of it. Maybe they'll kill themselves one day because of it. And it's got to be up to you to wage war against these dickheads and never watch it again, all right? Or at least try and control the addiction, like I said. This advice will help you. It will change your life. It will help you quit porn for good, forever. If you want the full system, guarantee you get faster results, easier results, link below, change your life, plus learn how to get girls. It's going to increase in price very soon, so lock in now. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.